But I was talking to a brother. He's talking about Malcolm this and Malcolm this and Malcolm. I said, brother, can I ask you a question? He said, yes, Imam. What is it? I said, what was Malcolm's nickname when he was in prison before he became Muslim? He said, I think it was Detroit Red, wasn't it? I said, no. His nickname was Satan. It's in his book. He said he was so mean he earned the nickname of Satan. I said, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad converted Satan to Islam. Oh, I didn't know that, Imam. I said, I know you didn't, but I do, because I come from that dispensation. I know that history. So give credit where credit is due. Allah will raise up whomever He will, wherever He will, how He will, under whatever condition He will, and then bring him to life. So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad took people like me out of the street, and we went back to the street to go get those people who were homeless, starving, not from a physical home, but a home of understanding. Do you know that understanding is the home of the mind? Understanding is the home of the mind. You're not at home until you understand. So if you're sitting there confused about who and what and where you are, you still are homeless because you don't understand. So I'm at home. Not because I'm in this building, because I understand. And I got to share that understanding with you. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي خلق الإنسان في أحسن تقويم وبعث النبيين مبشرين ومنذرين وأنزل معهم الكتاب بالحق ليرشد الناس إلى سبيل الهدى ويخرجوهم من الظلمات إلى النور وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله الحمد لله رب العالمين. Dear beloved believers, in concluding this khutbah, Allah says to us in the Quran, O you who believe, if any of you turn back on your religion, soon will Allah bring in a people. He will love them and they will love Him. And you will know them by these characteristics: humble toward the believer, mighty against the disbeliever, striving in the way of Allah, and not fearing the criticism of the criticizers. The word that is used for going back is from radda. Radda. Radda means to go back. To go back. But also is a play where they get the English word retard. Retard from this, radda. They get the English word retard because you're underdeveloped, you're going backwards. Look. So the word that is used is mayyaratada, mayyaratada. Mayyaratada from radda. Radda, but this is in the 8th form of the Arabic verb, which means an internal movement happening. Mayyaratada. If any of you become retarded in your religion, where you can't function in your religion like you should, and let me tell you something, you got a lot of Muslims who are retarded. They don't know their religion. They know rituals. There's a difference between rituals and religion. Rituals are designed to preserve knowledge, but if you don't know how to go into the knowledge to get, the ritual to get the knowledge out, you just a ritualistic guy. You can pray all day, all night, ritualize. You can recite the Quran, ritualize. There are people who recite the Quran ritually, don't know nothing. I had a brother tell me once, he said, I was in Miami, Florida at that time. He said, Imam, I've been Hafiz 25 years, I don't know what I say. That's not funny. But he was telling me the way he was trained. He was from Pakistan. The way he was trained was just to recite. I've asked two of our learned brothers here. I said, look, we gonna lead the Tarawih prayers. And we're gonna lead it correctly, not with supersonic speed. We're not gonna do that because Allah said, do not recite the Quran with haste. It's better to recite in slow rhythmatic tones with understanding than rush through and nobody know what you said, how you said it. You just did some rituals and you did, and now you're tired and you're going home because you think you prayed. I don't want it no more. We have to fight those things of habits that are bad. Recite the Quran the way Allah say recite it. Recite it with beauty. Recite it with excellence. Recite it with tajweed and tilawah. Give the understanding of the meaning and it will reach your soul even if you don't understand. I'm going to tell you what. I went to Oklahoma this past Ramadan. I was in Oklahoma. Tulsa. And so the Tarawih prayer came, and the brother was from Ghana. Yes, he was from Ghana. And they were getting ready to talk. I said, brother, can I ask you something? Do you do recitation that's supersonic? Or do you, because I'm not going to stay here. And where I go to my hotel and make my prayers privately because I like savoring on the Quran. I mean, I told, but let me tell you something. Allah is my witness. Allah gave me a witness right there. This brother recited the Quran so beautiful and so eloquent. Because I was tired, my body was so tired. But his recitation held my spirit up and held the body up. Allahu Akbar. Allah is my witness. I stood there and we only did 8 rakats too. There wasn't no 20. You know, but we did the 8 rakats and he recited so beautiful. The Quran held me up. I said, there was a witness that I can tell the people. So I've asked him, I said, look, and I'm included, and I said, we're gonna do the recitation ourselves. We can lead ourselves with the Quran. You don't have to be important, no supersonic Quranic reciter. Let me tell you something. Allah has selected you. He has selected you, brothers and sisters, and he has not put any difficulty on you in this religion. And you don't have to be worried about exported out of here. You are already imported under darkness and brutalized and survived here in the United States of America for over 400 years, and Allah has went through the rubble now and found the jewel. Here they are. Dusted you off. Gave you Quran. Gave you Jummuah prayer. Gave you Eid, etc. Made Hajj. Now look at you. A beautiful people we can think. I was at a program in Louisville, Kentucky about 25 years ago. It's a religious program. And one of the reverends spoke on, we were dealing with youth, preserving our youth, this crop, this new crop. And he gave an example of 2 businessmen in Africa who were walking the land, probably to take it. But some African boys was playing marbles, playing with rocks. They playing marbles. And he hit him and said, looked at him like that. They think they were rocks. So he told him, look, give me those rocks. I will give you this watch. Gave him the watch. They had, we got some more of them. Gave him some more rocks. And they started getting all their trinkets out, giving them to him. And the little boys thought they were stupid. Look at them. These white men, they're stupid. So they went and got all these rocks. You know what the rocks were? Diamonds. Diamonds. They may have gave him a few $1 million worth of diamonds for trinkets. But the way he was explaining this, he said, look, he said, our youth are like diamonds in the rough, and they don't know their potential, and they're giving away all of their potential in music and dance and all these different things, and making millions of dollars in the entertainment industry, the football industry, the basketball industry, the boxing, and they make, like my man just made all them Mayweather. He just made $100 million, big money. But you think they're going to pay him $100 million and didn't make $100 billion? Just for dancing in the ring? Let me tell you something, brothers and sisters. Stop giving your life away. Stop giving your potential away, thinking that you're nothing. That's a lie. You survived prison. I told brother the other day, when we was talking, we heard the message. I said, so you graduated from Penn State University? He said, yes, ma'am, I'm from Penn State University. What is Penn State University? Not back east, in the prison. And you got a lot of them in Penn State University. Because they have, if you look at this video, they got the 13th. It means that the 13th Amendment was that slavery is abolished except for those who are in prison. So the prisons is full now with new slavery, and they got the slave owner because they're privatizing the prison, and they put the prisons on Wall Street now. And we just keep sending our youth in them, groves of them. You go look at the juvenile list now, and all the names on there, Muhammad, Sharif, Kareem, all these Muslim names on there. So we need to fight back. And stop depending on people that don't like you anyway. Or just tolerating you. And let me say something to my brothers that's from overseas that visit the Jummuah here, who be looking at their watch every 15 seconds, wanting me to stop. Make your prayer. But let me tell you something. I still have a job to do. And when we stop making, when we do the prayer, when we ask for a contribution or zakat, etc., you go out of here with supersonic speed, getting the hell out of here. We're trying to build. And Allah is with us. Brothers and sisters, I'm letting you know, Allah is with you. Don't ever think that He's abandoned you. When nobody looked for you, nobody cared about you. Now that Allah has risen you up, oh, it's time for us to come teach you. Teach me what? Allah has raised up the teachers. And the teacher is the Quran. خَيْرُكُمْ مَنْ تَعَلَّمَ الْقُرْآنَ وَعَلَّمَهُ. The best of you, listen to this, what the Prophet ﷺ said. He said, the best of you is he that learns the Quran and teach it. And Allah has said in the Quran, وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُتَكِرٍ. And certainly we have made the Quran very easy. Yassarna, very easy for you to learn and understand. Is there anyone that will be mindful, pay attention? So you have the potential. So we're going to be announcing classes here at the masjid. I'm going to start them on Wednesday. It's going to be Arabic and Quranic education classes. Quranic education and application. You hear that? Quranic education and its application. So we're going to have these classes here. And we have some cards or sheets for you to sign for those who want to participate. You know, I don't want nobody who don't want to learn. You can go back to where you're going, wherever. But I have a goal. Brother and Imam, what is your objective here in the United States? To teach 300 million people here in the United States how to read, recite the Quran, and pray. Well, that's the whole population. Well, that's my goal. And when I finish here, I'm going to Africa. I'm going to Asia. And yes, I'm going to Arabia too.